Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You look at this Bears defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 8. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Spears. Nice little juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line. All told, it's an even 1st down. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble. And as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. The Spears with another carry. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. To throw, Williams. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a fan. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready to hard. Here we go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready to run.
To the air, Williams. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, They shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Irving. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Down the field, it's Evans. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Big touchdown, they strike first.
And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action here with Williams. As complete left side to Worthy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. To the left side. He's got Komet. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he'll indeed pick up a Bears 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bear.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This caught right side by Worthy.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. There are certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career, his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup. Where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the handoff, this is Spears. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Manungai. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And that play took a develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Williams. This caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And this is hot! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. That his second TD catch of the season. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good, and the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We'll have more from after this. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as looks to throw. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll go again here with Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Liking 18.
Irving. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, at least come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown Buccaneers. That's his first touchdown of the new year. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
Let's
The
go now.
Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
14, 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Williams. Here comes the screen to Spears. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chicago. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Now, faking the give. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll bring up second down. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
12 yards. Complete to Bucky Irving. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Open right side is likely. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain. And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's into the end zone. Bucky Irving, touchdown Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A run up the middle, Spears. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down. What is it? Gain of 13 yards.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jacob Parrish in there for the stop. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8.
Second and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Bears 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. Now right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They'll look to throw. Short, complete to Likely. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give. This is Irvin. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead.
35. Bears 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14.
The Bears. Over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Williams. one. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Half the 60, half the 60.
Here's Irvin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance of...
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. They'll run it. It's Irvin.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
70. 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. To the left side, he's got Kmet. He'll be taken down, but just just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he will dive into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them first and 10, up at the 40. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Chicago.
Here's Williams. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Williams to throw on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, it's Irvin. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
Right back to Irving. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. A tough spot here. Third and long.
Set. Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. Shamar Turner. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
18 Cardinal, 18.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Taken down back.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Let's go now.
Now, faking the give. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now give on the ground. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk, Cowboy 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
46-yard attempt.
This will be a 46-yard attempt. So a win here for the Buccaneers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For